Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Ramanaya. Namo Ramana. Welcome, brothers and sisters. Today it's talk number 15. A question was asked about the Upanishadic passage. The Supreme Spirit is subtler than the subtlest and larger than the largest. So Maharshi is responding. Even the structure of the atom has been found by the mind. Therefore, the mind is subtler than the atom. That which is behind the mind, namely the individual soul, is subtler than the mind. Further, the Tamil saint Manikya Vachakar has said of the specks dancing in a beam of sunlight that if each represents a universe, the whole sunlight will represent the Supreme Being. In Talk 15, someone asked Ramana Maharshi to explain a famous passage from the Upanishads. The Supreme Spirit is subtler than the subtlest and larger than the largest. This profound statement reflects the mystery of the divine, which encompasses both the smallest and the greatest aspects of existence. Maharshi responded by explaining that even the structure of the atom, the smallest known unit of matter, has been discovered by the mind. This shows that the mind itself is subtler than the atom, for it is through the mind that we can perceive and comprehend such tiny particles. But Maharshi pointed out that there is something even subtler than the mind, the individual soul, which lies behind the mind. The soul or Atman is the true essence of our being, and it transcends the limits of the mind, making it even subtler. To illustrate the vastness of the Supreme Spirit, Maharshi quoted the Tamil saint Manikya Vachakar, who gave a beautiful analogy. He described how, in a beam of sunlight, tiny specks of dust can be seen dancing. Each speck, he said, could represent a universe, which the entire sunlight itself symbolizes the Supreme Being. Just as countless specks float within the light, so too does the Supreme Being contain within itself all of creation, both the smallest and the largest forms. This teaching reveals that the divine is both immanent and transcendent. It is present in the tiniest particles, subtler than anything we can grasp with our mind, yet it is also vast, encompassing everything that exists. The Upanishadic passage is a poetic way of expressing this infinite nature of the Supreme Spirit. Maharshi's explanation helps us see that by going deeper within ourselves, beyond the mind, we can experience this vast and subtle reality. Through this teaching, Maharshi reminds us that the search for the Supreme is not just an intellectual exercise. It is a journey inward, where we realize the deeper essence of who we are, the subtler than the subtlest individual soul, which ultimately connects with the larger than the largest Supreme Spirit. Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Ramanaya. Namo Ramana. Thank you.